Okay, we have another string here. That's a string of sums, of fraction sums. And again, this string is going to be approached as if each fraction was a certain coin amount. So for example, 1/4, you can think of that as 1/4 of a dollar, or 0.25. And 1/25th, well, then you can think, well, what goes into $1 25 times? Because if we take a dollar and we split it up into really small fractions, 1/25th, that's got to be what? 4 cents. Because 4 cents goes into a dollar 25 times. And again, that just means that 1/25th, which is this fraction of a dollar, is 4 cents. We add up 25 cents and 4 cents, we get 29 cents. You could think of that as 29 out of 100. So if we were to add up these two fractions, a fourth and a 25th, you can think of a fourth as 25 cents and a 25th as 4 cents. And you might notice a cool connection here, and I'm not going to get into it too much into this video, but I want to point it out because I love this stuff in fractions. Here we have 1/4 with a 4 as the denominator. And when we had 1/4, that gave us 25 cents, which is right here. So going from 1/4 to a decimal, we get this denominator, 25. But the reverse is true too, and isn't that cool? If you take 1/25th, what do you get? You get 4 cents. And that's that number right here. So 1/4 gave us 25, and 1/25th gave us 4. Isn't that fun? And this is going to keep happening. So in the string, again, our goal is to use coins to solve these, but also to use each step to help out. So let's see if there's any connection like that between these two. 1/5. Well, that's 20 cents, right? And that's because a fifth of a dollar is just 20 cents. And we're going to add that to a 20th of a dollar. Well, that's just 5 cents. That's a nickel, right? Because a nickel goes into a dollar 20 times. And again, because this is a string, all of these are chosen to have some connection or to somehow be useful to each other. Here, 1/5, just like 1/4 gave us 25, 1/5 gives us 20 cents. And 1/20th gives us 5 cents, right? These numbers are connected, and I love that connection. And so that pattern helped me recognize the connection between these fractions, and also reminded me that 1/5 is not a nickel. Just because you see 5 doesn't mean you have a nickel, and just because you see 25 over here doesn't mean you have a quarter. Think of these fractions in terms of a dollar. So here I have 25 cents, and that's just 1/4 of a dollar. So a fifth and a 20th do give us a fourth. There's a nice connection there as well. The sum of these two fractions gives us 1/4. Okay, keep going. A half is like a half of a dollar, or 50 cents. Well, what is 4/25ths? What does that mean? Well, we knew from one of our previous steps that 1/25th was what? 1/25th was, 4 cents, right? Because 4 cents goes into a dollar 25 times. So let's think of 4/25ths as if you had 4 groups of 4 cents, right? 4 1/25ths. And if I had 4 groups of 4 cents, it's 4 times 4 cents, it's 16 cents. Adding these two up, we get 66 cents, or 66 out of 100. Cool. Now moving on, we have a fifth pop up again, and we knew from before that's 20 cents. And we knew a 20th. We represented that as 1 nickel. So if we have 7/20th, that's like having 7 nickels, right? Because 7/20ths just means 7 1/20ths, so 7 nickels. If I have 7 nickels, I have 35 cents. Adding these up, I have 55 cents. Oops. Adding up 20 and 35, I have 55 cents. Put that in. Or 0.55, which is 55 out of a dollar, or 100. A little bit more than a half. All right, keep going. We have 3/4 here, and I'm going to go back to 1/4. If 1/4 is 25 cents, or 1/4, 3/4 is like having 3/4, or 75 cents, or 0.75. What about 9/25ths? What's that going to be? I'm going to go back to the original 1/25th. If 1/25th is 4 cents, 9/25ths is like having 9 groups of 4 cents, or 36 cents. So if we add these two up, I'm going to think of this as 75 cents plus 25 cents, and then, well, 36 is just 11 more than 25 cents. So this is like $1.11. I'm going to write that as $1.11. 11 cents out of 100 pennies. And then here that 11 is coming up again, although it's out of a different total. So if I see this 1 and this 2, that's like whole dollar amounts. And the fraction parts, I have 2/5 and 11/25. Fortunately, in this string, we already dealt with both of those fractions, right? 1/5, we said, I'll circle it here, is 20 cents. And 1/25 is 4 cents. So we can use that as a model here. If 1/5 is 20 cents, then 2/5 has to be 40 cents. Ooh, what color? 40 cents. And 11/25 is like 11 groups of 4 cents, which is 44 cents. Plus, I have $1, $2, $3 plus 3. So now I have $3.84. And I can write that as 3 and 84 out of 100. Okay, hope that helped.